All right, so Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues. This is by Danny O'Keefe, and it was released in 1972. And this is such a great song. I actually had a request for it from Claude. So here you go, Claude. A lot of people ask me if I take requests, and I actually sort of don't. But, you should always ask me, because a lot of times, like with this one, it's a song that I'd completely forgotten about, but I really love this song. I just think it's a great song. Anyways, my version is kind of a combination of the original recording and a live version I found of Danny O'Keefe playing this on YouTube. I think it was in 2015. And if you click that eye up there in the corner, or the link in the description box, it'll take you to my website, and I'll leave a link there. And my website is by far the best place to take in all my stuff. YouTube is great for getting the word out kind of thing, but my website is really well organized, and it's just a lot easier to get through my stuff there. So I'd encourage you to check it out. Anyways, let's get going on this. We're in the key of G here, and we're going to start out by doing this. Okay, and on the record, the guitar part's really simple. It's just... It's just really, really basic, because it's an ensemble. There's a lot of different instruments. But in his acoustic version, just playing it by himself, which is, I think, how most people would play this, he adds some stuff. So we're going to hit that E string on the 3rd fret, the G note, with our 3rd finger. And then we're going to put our little finger on D4, and we're going to pinch that. This is it's kind of like a Travis pick, right? So like that. We're pinching the D B. And then we're going to go down 2 frets and hit D2. And you should probably do that with your middle finger. And, we're keeping that Travis going there. And then we hit the open D, and we go just hammering on A2, open D. Beautiful figure. All right, now we're going to take it to C, and we're going to hit the C note on A3, and we do the exact same thing, just down a string. So we've got B4, or sorry, the B note on G4. I'm going to hit the open E. Exact same pattern, just down a string. And now we're going to hit this D7 sus2 chord. It's just like a D7 with your 3rd finger off. And we're going to go... It's just an arpeggio, right? The open D, and then the G string. Okay, and if you want to get the tab, I'll have a tab for this. You can get these... easier to get just looking at a tab for things like that, right? And then it's... I just love that lick. The vocal does that, of course, and the bass does it, and the guitars do it, so it's really strong. So it's... We're just sliding up to G4 and B3. And we pull that off. Hammer on D2, open G. Right, and then we end. Now, in my demo, I went straight to the chorus. Of course, on the record is another verse. Okay, so let's go through that whole thing. And then we get to the chorus. And in the chorus, it's like on the original recording, there's that big fat organ, right? Where it's like, some gotta win, some gotta lose. goes, right? That on that C major 7 chord when that organ comes in, that's like one of the magical moments in songwriting. You know, it just is so powerful. But I just did the vocal on the guitar there in harmony, so it went, right? And I kind of, you know, instead of picking back here, I kind of picked up here to get a more mellow sound. So just the 2 fingers, hammering on, going to the 5th fret on the G and the B, and then just sliding those back down. Just pulling off there, and then that beautiful C major 7th, right? Cool thing about that part is it slows down, you know, it just falls out of time all of a sudden, and it really accentuates that chord. So and then just sort of vamp in there. And now on the record, the band goes to the 5 chord, the D chord, and they play the D, but on that live performance of him playing solo, he actually hits the open A string. So vamping, open A, and that's right. So it's the D and the B string. So the C note, and then sliding up on the E note on D2, and then right, hammering on the A note or the A string A2, open D. That lick again, then we repeat it, but this time I did hit the D. All right, so that whole chorus then. And then it just sort of, you know, my demo just sort of fades out. Of course, the actual song will repeat everything again. Another verse, another chorus. Now, in the live version, he spices it up a bit. And I just spice it up at the very end. But he'll go like this. So instead of just really simple, he's going to add another couple of notes there, and he's going to go like this. He's going to add the G string and the B string. Right? And it sort of, you know, works with the Travis pick. So that's one of the embellishments he does. And then he does another one, and that's earlier on in the cycle, and he goes like this. Right? Instead of, he's going to add. Right? D string, G string, B string. So if you add both of those embellishments, you get what I played at the end of my demo, which is this. And I just love that. I think that's really, really nice. And you can throw that in earlier in the song too, right? maybe throw in that first one, or you can throw them both in. All right, so that's about it for this one. Just a beautiful song, and I'm really glad that Claude requested it, because again, it's a song that I'd completely forgotten about, and he sort of reminded me. And it's just a really good song, and it's a little more tricky than it appears, probably, especially if you do the more intricate picking version with the Travis pick going on. But once you get it, it flows really, really nicely, and it's really fun to play, and just, you know, it just makes such a nice sound. So I hope you get something out of the lesson, and we'll talk to you next time.